So this year, Cade Cunningham was actually my winner for this award. He would have been my number one vote on my ballot. Dyson Daniels I had second, who ended up winning the award. And then Christian Braun from the Nuggets I had third. This is actually, I could just give this as my first team most improved because those are the first three names on my first team. And then Ivica Zubac is the fourth guy I have on my first team most improved. And then Austin Reeves as the fifth guy. Just another guy that really upped his production and scoring. And he had a little bit more opportunity this year than he had last year. It's mainly with D'Angelo Russell being gone is the big thing that he got a lot of his reps and opportunity. But still, just the way he was able to score just a very high amount on a team that had Luka and LeBron on it for a lot of the season. And when they didn't have Luka, they had AD, was just very impressive to me and took even another big jump than what he's already taken in his career so far. So that was my first team most improved. Second team, I have Quentin Grimes as the first guy. And he was a guy that I was thinking about for the first team. It's just, he had a kind of a weird season. Another one with like the opportunity thing, like he's thrust into a role on the Sixers, who are a tanking team where they're looking for anybody to be, the guy that's taking a lot of their shots. And in that scenario, he was able to just put up huge numbers. He had multiple 40-point games, really took off and is looking like a promising player for them in the future instead of just like a role player that he was looked at before. Denny Avdia is the other guy, or the next guy I have on my second team most improved over there in Portland. Another guy that's kind of like not quite to the same extent as the Markkanen one a couple of years ago, but it's like a miniature version of that where he's going from Washington where he didn't have as much opportunity because there's a lot of guys in the same kind of position category as him, didn't get a lot of on-ball responsibilities, and he goes to Portland where he does get more of those opportunities, has guards that are shooters off the ball that he can find as a passer, and also guys that can pass to him as a cutter, and just that system there. So it's looked good there. And then Malik Beasley, another guy I have on the second team most improved because of his shooting, just went through the roof this year in Detroit, became a really good player for them. And then DeAndre Hunter on my second team, as well as Najee Marshall. So that will do it for my most improved guys. I have one honorable mention written down. I could probably find more if I really scoured around, but one guy I thought of was Scoot Henderson. And then I had a couple guys that I wanted to mention as ineligible guys that were not, eligible for the award because of the 65 game rule or minutes restriction. I shouldn't call it restriction, but minutes minimum. You have to play at least 20 minutes in a game for it to be considered an award game. So you need about 65 games playing over 20 minutes. The reason why I say about is because if you have 63 games where you play over 20 minutes and you have 2 more games where you play at least 15 minutes, then that will count as 65 award games. It's kind of a weird definition that the NBA decided to go with for this. But yeah, Ty Jerome and Norman Powell are the two of the guys that I thought would be really good candidates for this award that ended up not being able to be even voted for because of those eligibility requirements.